together. Little burritos, are you ready? We are going to make the cutest arrangement right in this container. And I think you are going to love it. You guys, we're starting with our kit here that has all the pieces we're going to need to create our design. Several pieces of the pine, a little elf with his cute little hat and the bell, and these little whimsical balls. It's just a really fun kit and a real pretty green and red poinsettia pick. The really neat part is this is going in a top hat container. And the neat thing about that is I can use this, I can make this arrangement in there permanent, which I do recommend doing if you're going to give it as a gift or sell it. Or I can go ahead and take and just not glue it in if I'm going to use it for myself. So I can use this for candy or other things, other times of the year, or whenever I want something cute. Like it's just red and white when I turn it this way. So you can make it just on the foam and not glue it in. You can choose. Now I'm going to make mine to sell, of course, probably after I decorate with it for a while. So we're going to start to get our base ready to rock and roll. So with my container, what I want to do first of all is I want to make sure I am getting some floral foam to go in there. And you can pick that up anywhere you want. You can even get that at the dollar store. I like to use the really nice foam that is dense, okay? You don't want the sandy kind. So I'm going to take that and cut it into smaller pieces that will go inside my container. Now, in order for me to get kind of a size here, what I'll usually do is just kind of press this into the foam a little to give me a little outline. And I know I've got to make it smaller than that because of the size of the bottom of the container tapers in. I just like to score my foam. I'm going to do here, just score that. And we'll cut that on either side, just kind of score. And then you can just, anytime you're doing a small piece, you can just take and pop it, just like that. And we've got one little piece. And then I'm going to take and cut it a little bit smaller, make sure it'll fit in there. And we're just going to build that up from the bottom up. So there goes one piece, and I'm going to put another one on the other side. And you want to try to get the side it's sitting on the flat as possible, okay? So I'm going to put one right next to it. All right, boom. So those both in there glued together are going to work perfect. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put down a little Gorilla Glue in the base. That always helps it adhere a little better to metal. And then before, just so this can get set up sooner, I am going to grab my glue pot, which is heated up and ready to rock and roll. Hopefully heated up. I had it heated up, and I got it all plugged up and forgot to turn it on. That doesn't work, by the way. You can't just plug it up and not turn it on. So I'm going to take and put these both in the bottom of this container with some hot glue, and that's going to help us get set up right now, ready to go, and everything's going in. So there's the front of my container. Here's my foam right in the middle, ready to rock and roll. And now I'm going to start to build up my design. You guys, if you don't want to miss another video just like this, you're going to have to get on our text list. That's how we notify you that we're live or we have new content. That's why you want to be on the text list, okay? 832-734-5201. We also do emails, and weekly emails come out, and those are recaps so you know if you missed anything, or promotions, or what we've got new, or what's going on in design school. All that kind of stuff comes by email. So if you are not on our email list, if you head over to Keleas.com, it will pop right up and you can get on it. All right. So email is good to stay in the loop, but if you want to be hot and heavy on what's brand new and be the first to grab the supplies or the first to see the video, that's the text list. So you can go to textkeleas.com, or you can go to 832-734-5201, text us the word VIP, and that'll get you on the list. So, just like I teach in design school, when we start out a base, we're going to start usually with setting the perimeter of the design with our greenery. And that's what we're going to do right now. So I'm going to take some of my pine, And I'm going to cut these so where they each are their own little stem here, okay? I'm going to take and trim these. So everybody has a little bit of wire on their stem, okay? 1, 2, 3. Let's do 2 of those like that. So we can kind of get some good filler going in around. Now, you are getting 5 of these in the kit, so you've got lots of them, and we're going to use some up higher. We're going to just start off by putting these around the outside so we can get some motion going. Let's do it. I'm going to start off all the ones that have the snow, and they're a little bit more, like, these are like more, we call them bottle brush pine. That's just our made up name. I don't know that that's their real name. And I'm going to put this right at the front. Oh, and I was going to give you guys another tip. When you're making centerpieces, if you want to utilize a small Lazy Susan or a big Lazy Susan, it really helps you spin it around and around, and you don't have to keep turning it on your surface. So I'm going to start by putting first 3 of these in. Get these 3 bottle brush ones in. Oh, there's 4, so let's do 4 of them. I like it. I'm trying to put the snowy, glittery part up, and you can see I'm just working my way around. And when you grab these, pull all these needles back to dip that in the glue. You have to be really careful with pine. Sometimes it gets really hot in that glue, and the melting temperature is lower, so that stuff just starts melting. It can get you, especially on long needle pine. So just be careful. Now I'm going to come back to the front. You're seeing the front. I'm going to work on either side. Yeah. Oh, look at that. That's so dang pretty. And I'm going to put this one opposite. So we're just starting to kind of get our base filled out with our greenery. Okay? So that's the first start to our centerpiece. Now I want you to take and use one of your longer pieces just full on. So I'm going to find one of my prettiest ones. This is really pretty. And we're going to use this full on right running up the middle because it's going to round the whole design. And I think it's fine almost full length here. Let me bring over one of my other stems that I know I'll use pretty tall in the design. So if this guy is in here, and I trim him down a little, kind of lay them together and see what you think. I think this is good, so I'm not even going to cut it down. I'm just going to take and load that with some glue. And I'm going to push that right in the center. Here's my artwork on the hat, so that's the cute little holly. And that's going to go right in the middle. All right. Now, put these aside. We're coming back to these in a little bit. We'll be filling with those, but right now we are good to go. Now, I want you to grab the same pick we had pulled out. And this is a great spray because it's loaded with goodies. It has these pretty leaves, this beautiful poinsettia, and it's got all the glam. Plus, it's got some of the bright green that's also on the container. And I like all that. It kind of makes it cohesive. It ties all the colors in together, and I'm really thinking through a little bit deeper when I'm doing my design. So I'm going to cut this down till it has about a 6-inch stem. So not all, we're not going to use the whole thing. And what we're going to do here is I'm going to dip that in glue. And we're going to come off to one side with this guy. He's going to come off either to the right or left. You pick. Here's the center. I'm going to take him off to the right. Push him in a little bit. I still want the pine to be the tallest thing in the design. And then this will come out. Let me just flip it to me. Oh, yeah. And I'm going to let this really come out. We used this stem the other day in design school. I hadn't used this fuller version of it. I really liked it. Now, make sure you shake all of these pieces, shake hands with it, and get that really laid out. And I want you to bring a little of this pine stem through there. Okay, so it doesn't feel like it's not included. It's like a part of it. Isn't that beautiful already? We haven't even done much. Super cute. It's giving us that little touch of elegance. Let me turn it towards me. There's the back. You can see it. Let me go up a little higher with this one. There we go. Awesome. I love him. Okay. Next, our big ball sprays need to go in. And we're going to offset this main piece with them. So we're going to have some balls forward and some balls in the back. So I'm going to cut these down fairly short to about a 3-inch stem. And I love these because these are like fuzzy and they have like bits of glitter in there. Oh, so cute. They give you that whimsy, you know, that fun whimsy. I'm going to go over here to the right side. So I'm going on the opposite side, kind of low. So these are going to pop out this way. Okay. Don't worry about pulling the pine in there yet. We'll get it when we get some more pine pieces in to fill it way up. And then I'm going to use the other piece just in the back. I'm going to work opposite in the back here. So I'm going to trim that about the same height. And that way in the design, they're kind of in the same level. And they're going to look really cute in here. Go to the back, go to the back. You are so cute. All right, I'm going to try to kick these up a little. So here's what we got going in the back. It's really cute. And our front is really cute. All right. I think you can do this. This is so super duper cute. Our next step is to add our elf. Y'all, this kit is easy to make. You just have to add foam, and I think you're going to really enjoy it. Don't forget, if you want to do projects like this, higher level projects, learn more about design, lines, structure of your design, and how to create movement, depth and dimension. I always talk about that because it just means more money when you sell your work. I'm your girl. I'm your girl. And I would love for you to come join us in design school. This is my going on, not quite yet, but I'll be in my 28th year of business coming up. And it's absolutely something I've loved doing. And I definitely do what I love. Okay, coming in to the right. I'm pushing this little elf in out to the side. Push him all in. And he's just going to pop out the side. Look how cute! Super cute. Let me turn him towards me so I can get him in a little deeper. I'm going to pull him back out because I hit a piece of the pine in there. Come here, buddy. He's going to go a little bit more out. But I want him just right in front of those balls. Just like that. So all of our big pieces are in. Now it's time for us to create all that depth we're talking about. And dimension, we're going to add some more pine to the front. And we've got 2 more sprays. So I want you to grab those. And this time we're going to break them up into sections of 2. So what we're going to do is you'll have a section of 2 on one stem and 1 on another. And we're going to do that with both of our remaining stems. Just get that in there. Yes, KeleasDesignSchool.com. That's our course. That is where you go sign up. Thank you for asking. Okay, I'm going to trim it off. And what we're going to do first is I'm just going to come right here to the front, and we're going to take one of these double pieces, and we're going to have that come in right from underneath this cute little ball in the front out to the side. So I kind of have to see it when I'm putting it in, but then I want to feel this hit the foam in there. Yeah. And we're going to bend that out a little. So right there in the front, adding more dimension coming forward. Now take one of the pieces that's got all the long needle and grab those up and just, I like to say, hold like a pencil. And then I'm coming in over here to the right to come in and just bend that and shape it up. So we've automatically added a whole bunch of dimension to the front. Okay? Now let me spin it around and take a look. The only other place I really want to see some added in, I think it's right here between these 2. Okay, so I'm going to take the other double piece and we'll put it right between those 2 also. So kind of between the ball and the poinsettia spray we put in. And that way this piece can kind of go forward and this piece can kind of come backward. So here's what I'm saying. See, that one came forward, that one came backward. Oh my gosh, she's so cute. I'm going to fluff up her leaves a little bit. I hope you're able to enjoy creating and crafting. What started as a hobby for me turned into my profession and job, which is literally a dream come true. And it is my pleasure to get to share all this inspiration with you so you can learn to create. Creating and doing floral design and crafting is literally one of the biggest stress relievers ever. Just like people enjoy gardening, which I enjoy gardening too. because I love flowers. But crafting can be the same way. And I encourage you, if you're feeling a little overwhelmed with all the supplies you need to create, I want you to think about just grabbing a kit. You know, if it's not from me, from another creator, when you support them and purchase from them, you're making their dreams come true too. And when you're getting started, or even you're a seasoned crafter, a lot of times having a kit all together like this, all the supplies, really makes it very easy and not overwhelming to get started. All you're going to need to do is have your own glue, your own wire cutters, and you'll just need some floral foam. And you can make this little guy just like this. I think he turned out super cute. I can't wait for you to try something just like this. Grab the kit from us. We are happy to inspire you.